Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, everybody, and a very special welcome to Mary Kerins. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Miriam. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to celebrate you again on your second book launch, your second book. So, can you show us the book first and tell us the title of your new book?
Here's my book. It's Papa's Cookies.
I love it. I love that. How excited are you?
I'm so excited. I really am. I'm trying to enjoy all of the work has been done, and I'm trying to enjoy what the book launch is going to bring and how that my book is going to get out uh, for children to read this holiday season.
Yes, it's such a perfect book. I loved reading it this morning. I'm looking forward to sitting with my grandbaby and reading it to her. And of course, it got me thinking. But first of all, can you tell us what is Papa's Cookies about and who is it for?
Well, the book is about a little boy who's at the age that he's just starting to recognize and notice things that are happening in his world. He goes to his Nana and Papa's for Christmas, and he's starting to see the things that are maybe, the wreath that's hanging on the door, the lights in the window. He helps with trimming the tree, and he has little discussions with his Nana and Papa about, what they're doing and how they're celebrating in their family Christmas time. So
Hmm.
it's really, it's trying to see the holiday through this little child's eyes. And it's for children 4 to 8, but it's really for children of any age, which young and old alike.
Yeah. Oh, so good. And that's exactly what I loved about the book, that we see the holidays, we see Christmas through the eyes of this young child. It's just
Yes.
beautiful. Mary, what is it that you hope that parents, grandparents, and kids will take away from this book?
Well, first of all, I hope that they take away that Christmas is more than the gifts under the tree, right? It's about spending time together as a family, and that is really the precious gift of the season. But it's really about tradition and about family traditions and what you as a family uh, treasure and share and want to hand down to the next generation. I was always blessed with parents and grandparents around me who did that with me and shared special things. And so now that I have grandchildren, um, I find joy in sharing those things with them. And really, the little boy in the book is my youngest grandchild. So I have the opportunity of being able to share. I shared with my older grandchildren. Now I have the opportunity
Hmm.
to share my family traditions with, the next generations. And hopefully they'll share them with the generation that comes after them.
Yes, Mary, that's what I really enjoyed about the book as I was reading it. And now I'm a grandmother. I mean, my grandbaby is just turning 2 around Christmas time. I was thinking about that. I thought, oh, what traditions is she going to remember? What are the things we do, or what are the new things I can incorporate into
Exactly.
our tradition? Of course, I have those with my own kids, but the baking part, I don't bake, but I started thinking, should I be baking with her? Um, but of course, we have our own things that we do during the holidays.
Right. It's not about the baking, and it's about what you feel you want to share and remember.
Hmm.
And sometimes things will surprise you that it's something that you've done and that you as individually have done in your house that you don't realize. Oh, I guess this is a tradition. This is something
Yes.
special that I want my children and grandchildren to remember about this special day.
Hmm.
Um, so hopefully that's what people will take away from reading the book.
Yes. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So this is your second children's book. I'm so excited. Can you show everybody the first book that you published and tell us a little bit about that book?
Yes, my first book was The Cottage, and that was about the same little boy who visited his grandparents' cottage um, and learned about, things at that place and that situation that were important. You know, Swimming, building sandcastles, roasting marshmallows. And once again, it's about uh, sharing time with your family.
Mm,
And, um, we get so busy in our lives today that sometimes we forget that that's the most important thing that we need to do. So just take a little bit
hmm
and have a conversation with each other, and share the things
Yeah.
that we have that that are important to us.
And building those memories. Well, I love both of your books. Both
Thank
of Mary's books are available on Amazon. Today, of course, we're celebrating Papa's Cookies, so make sure to go to Amazon, grab a copy, a couple of copies of these great books, and put them under the Christmas tree in stockings. Share it with the children in your life. The Cottage is an excellent book, also. So I wondered for you, Mary, what inspired you to write another book?
Well, obviously, my grandson, the youngest grandson, he loves books. He'd rather
Mhm.
have a book than a toy. Um, so I thought that if, as a grandmother, if I could write some of the stories that he's experiencing, it would be a beautiful thing to be able to sit down and read the books with him. Um, but then, when the first book came out and I saw that other children were reading it and enjoying it and smiling at the end, I realized that, this is something that I can share the joy of reading with children, and also the stories and the messages that maybe will make a difference and help other children too. So that's really what inspired me to write the second book, was that I knew that there are children out there that um, need to feel that their voice is important, that even though they're little
Mhm.
young, um, their ideas, their voice, and their presence in their family's life is so important. And that's what it's about, that they realize, I'm the youngest in the family, but I still have so much joy and so much to give. And that's the message that I'm trying to share through my books.
That's beautiful, Mary. We can make such a difference through children's books.
Yeah.
So great. So tell us a little bit about the journey now. How was the process different from the first book that you wrote?
Well, the process was a little bit different in the fact that I knew what the next steps were going to be. So I kind of knew what I needed to have in place and what I should have done by, at a certain time frame of the, the writing process. But it also was very similar too in the fact that even though you've written a book, you still need help and support, and you need, uh, you know, critical ears and eyes to give you suggestions. And so I think that maybe the second time through, you're more open to say, okay, I want
Mhm.
to have the feedback and the input of other people so that I know that the message that I'm trying to say is making it through. So I think
Yes.
it made me more open to working on a team. I guess that's what it's all about, right?
That's so good. And, we have a lot of aspiring children's book authors that watch our interviews and also authors who have already published. What would you say? And we can always learn from each other's challenges. So here's this question. What was your biggest challenge when writing this second book?
My biggest challenge, which is I think is always my challenge that I'm trying to work at, and it's probably going to take me years to work at it, is trying to write in a way that is clearly through a child's voice and from their perspective and from their viewpoint, their eyes, um, because we're trying to write books for children. And we want them to be the ones who pick the book up and smile and understand what we're saying and relate to the words that we're putting on the page. So it's trying to still say the story and tell the story in a child's voice and through their eyes. So
Mm.
eventually, after years and many books, I'll get there. But it's the thing that I think that as children's writers, we all are challenged with that.
Mhm. Mary, I wouldn't have known that as a challenge from reading the book because to me, I read it from the perspective of this young little boy. So it may be a challenge when you were writing it, but definitely it's something that you were thinking about so much that it didn't show as a challenge. So I
That's
love that you shared that. Yeah. Yes, I love that you
thank,
shared that because that's a great tip for our authors who are watching. Now, how does it feel to
yeah.
have another children's book out in the world?
It feels very special. I mean, I can't believe that. this is, that within this year, this is my second book that's coming out. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time, really, in a sense, because I worked in education and I knew
Hmm.
that um, books made a difference in children's lives. So it's something I always wanted to do. So I kind of feel surreal, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that I have this opportunity to be able to do this. And, I'm retired. So I'm able to use the time that I have to, share some of the thoughts and ideas that maybe will make a difference for some of the kids that read the book.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Such good feelings from that. Now, Mary, here you are, a seasoned children's book author. What advice do you have for authors? Let's talk about an author who's thinking about publishing their second book. What advice do you have for them?
Well, I would say that if they have an idea, to put it down, to start the writing process, um, just to go with it, to follow what their heart is saying they need to write. Even if it's too long, don't worry about that because it can be edited, it can be streamlined. But the message, like, know what the message is and believe in yourself that that's the message that you want to get out, and go for it. Just keep going for it.
Mm.
It isn't like people think you just sit down and you write these in a day. It doesn't happen that way. It takes a lot of time and thought and help from other people to make this happen. But go for it. Get the idea down and go
Mm.
for it.
I love that. You heard it from Mary, friends. Believe in yourself and go for it. Just go for it. So, of course, today we want everybody to go to Amazon, grab a copy of Papa's Cookies. It's their soft cover edition, paperback, hardcover, and ebook format. But besides going there, where else can our viewers find you?
They can find me on my webpage, marykernsauthor.com. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Mary Kerins Author. So, you know, check out my pages and some of the things that I've been able to do, some of the places I've been able to read my book and stories at. And, if they have any questions, certainly, message me and I'll try to get an answer back to them.
Perfect, perfect. And Mary, before we go, is there anything else that you want to share or anything that you wish I would have asked you?
No, I just, I want to thank you and your team for
Mm.
uh, patiently working with me through this process again. Um, and I appreciate all of the help and support and the guidance that's given our way, my way to get my books out. Um, I'm grateful for the opportunity that I'm able to do this and appreciative to my family that, you know, they support me through this process too. So uh, I
Mm.
guess uh, it's a good thing when you have people around you that support you and encourage you to do things. And, I'm lucky that I have that.
That's so great. That's so great. I'm curious, what did your grandchildren think about your first book? And I don't know if they've seen the second one, but what did they think when the first book came out?
They, well, the older ones, brought a book into my first book signing event and had me sign their book to them. And they
Oh.
were very excited. That. So I was so proud to be able to do that. And then the youngest, I was able to read the story at his preschool.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
that was an exciting day for me to be able to share that story with his friends. And it was just wonderful. So they hug me and congratulate me and are proud of the fact that, their Nana now is a children's book author. So
Oh, so special, so beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing that, Mary. Thank you so much. Friends, thank you so much for being here today. You know what to do. Go follow Mary, go grab a copy of this wonderful book, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks, Mary.
thank you.